Well, hello and welcome once again to Shaki Chronicles. Thank you so much for showing up here in this space. And if it's your first time, welcome. Super thankful that you are here. If this is your first time, go ahead and check out the other videos. And for everyone, remember to like, subscribe, turn the notification on. There's a new video loaded each week. And I'd love to hear from you. So drop a comment in the comment section and let's get this conversation going. This is just a channel where I talk about some things. Maybe something popped up. Maybe I took a trip. Maybe something's going on. I've been talking about relationships for the last couple of weeks, and go ahead and watch those videos on relationships. For me, yes, your partnerships is important. Some of them address partnership, but I'm also talking about relationships as in all kinds of relationships, or I should say all forms of relationship. All right, so today, what I'm going to talk about is my recent trip to see my 99-year-old grandmother. And I have been in my feelings since my visit. And there's nothing like sitting with the matriarch, sitting with Mama, that we call her, at 99 years old, and just have a flood of memories and a flood of emotions and a flood of things coming up, right? And a gentle reminder that I'll share with you a few things. All relationships matter. All relationships are important. And we shouldn't take any relationship for granted. Just cherish the moment, be present in the moment. And no matter where you are in the relationship, just drink it up and soak it all in. All relationships are here to teach us, right? All relationships, family, friends, your love relationships, there's something there for us to learn. And that's why we're in relationships. Another thing that's been coming up for me is that the inner child is always listening. It's a big one. The inner child is always listening, especially when you're dealing with your family dynamics, right? And it comes up too with your love relationships, but in this case, I'm talking about the family dynamics and the family relationship. I sat with my 99-year-old grandmother and I was thinking about just our lives together. I lived with her until I was 19 years old when I migrated to the US. And so my years in going to school and just the formative years, she was always very present, always very active, taking care of the family, the decision maker. And now at 99, she's in that space of just a reflective mode and thinking about life, I guess, and probably just like, who are you? And so it was interesting just to sit and look at her and to look at her eyes and to touch her and feel her. And haven't done that since before COVID. It's been a number of years, 6, 7 years actually, since I've been to Jamaica and just be in her presence. But it was most beautiful and most just a open heart experience. Let me go back to the inner child for a moment. I've been with my grandmother since I was, a child until I was 19 years old, and I migrated to the US. And during that time, she was never a woman that would verbalize her feelings in terms of saying, I love you, or, giving that compliment. And she learned over the years to accept hugs, right? Because there was so many grandchildren in the house and we were always hugging her and kissing her, but she was never that woman who wanted the hugs and the kisses, but she wanted the children around her. So she grew into that. And I remember us talking about it, and she would talk about it. She actually acknowledged that the children changed her in accepting and receiving the love and the laughter and the hugs and the different things. For me in particular, she never said, I love you, Shakira, or any such thing. But I knew growing up that she trusted me. And I knew she trusted me because I would be the one who she would tell where the money was hidden at night, right? And she would say, if something should happen to me overnight, there's some money here and some money there. And she would take me and show me where it was. And she would tell me what to do with it. And I'll leave the conversation of money for a separate video. But I knew from those actions that she trusted me. She trusted my character. She trusted, I guess, my decision making. And this was young. I was young, right? Before 19 years old. And there was a certain part of me who probably wanted to hear that love or wanted to hear more. Now, going back to my trip this time, sitting with her, we had some conversation. You know, I love engaging older people, I guess, when they're going through their thoughts. As they start talking, I will ask questions just to feed along to see where the train of thought is going. And so we spoke a lot about her life, her love for children. Well, she spoke a lot about it. And it was all day. We sat all day. And at the end of the evening, she had her dinner, she had everything. And she turned around and she looked at me and she said, so what's your full name? And I said, Shakira. Then I said, Shakira again, because I'm now married. You know what I'm thinking? Well, she wouldn't know my full married name. This is what I'm thinking. So I only said Shakira at first, and I probably said it 2 times. And then I said, Shakira Taylor. And she said, Shakira Taylor. And then she said, that's a beautiful name. And I just felt, wow. For me, that meant something. And then she said her full name. And she said, I am. And she mentioned her full name. And I just had an open heart experience with that, to meet her in this space. And for her reaching out in That's a Beautiful Name just felt like the inner child got something that perhaps it was looking for from her for so many years. And it was just a beautiful moment and a beautiful exchange, and has just been so enriching and such a validation. And I guess my share with you is to just cherish all the relationships that you have, learn the lessons, be open, keep an open heart, cherish every moment, because, I'm grateful to have her at 99. I'm grateful to be validated with such a beautiful statement. And yeah, it's a big reminder that we oftentimes want to get to the ED. We want to get to the healed. We want to get to the loved. We want to become. But the ING is quite effective in terms of the healing, the becoming, and the loving. And when we think of it in this way, we open ourselves to recognize that evolution and transformation is continuous, it's ongoing. And we can give ourselves grace, we can give ourselves patience, we can give ourselves compassion in each moment. And if we engage with life, recognizing that we can open our hearts then we can stay in that space. And so I have a video of her. I'll try to work on my skills and incorporate it in this video, but just wanted to share a little bit of my beautiful healing moment and healing experience with my 99-year-old grandmother, a woman who raised me and has just impacted my life in so many ways and have taught me so many things, and just so resilient, and it's beautiful. All right, looking forward to seeing you on the next episode of Shaki Chronicles. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on the notification. Cherish your relationships.